The Toyota Camry has been one of the most recognizable and best-selling sedans in America for over 4 decades. And for 2026, it enters a brand new era. Toyota has completely reworked the Camry with bold styling, a more tech-forward cabin, and perhaps the biggest change of all, it's now offered exclusively as a hybrid. That means whether you pick front-wheel drive or Toyota's latest electronic on-demand all-wheel drive system, every Camry is powered by a combination of a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine paired with electric motors designed to balance efficiency with everyday performance. But while the Camry continues to promise legendary reliability and value, it also faces new challenges. Going hybrid only changes the character of the car, and some shoppers may miss the simplicity of a traditional gas-only option. Add in a growing list of rivals, from the Honda Accord hybrid to new entries like the Hyundai Sonata and even some crossovers, and the 2026 Camry has to prove itself all over again. So in this video, we're breaking down 5 big pros and 5 cons of the 2026 Toyota Camry. From fuel economy and performance to interior comfort, technology, and ownership costs, we'll cover everything you need to know before deciding if this all-new Camry is the right sedan for you. Stick around till the end for our final verdict, because while the Camry still shines in many ways, there are also some trade-offs you'll definitely want to consider. This is Parth, and you are watching MotorNation. Starting with the first big pro, the hybrid-only powertrain. For 2026, Toyota has made a bold move by offering the Camry exclusively as a hybrid. That means no more traditional gas-only engines. Every single model now gets a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine paired with electric motors. Buyers can choose between the standard front-wheel drive setup or Toyota's electronic on-demand all-wheel drive system for extra grip and stability in poor weather. Now, the real advantage here is efficiency. In its most fuel-friendly LE trim, the Camry delivers around 51 miles per gallon combined, making it one of the most economical mid-size sedans you can buy today. Even if you step up to higher trims or add all-wheel drive, you're still looking at impressive efficiency numbers, easily in the mid to high 40s mpg range, depending on conditions. That means fewer trips to the pump, lower running costs, and a car that make a lot of sense in today's world where fuel prices are unpredictable. And yet, it doesn't feel underpowered. With the hybrid system producing a combined output in the ballpark of 225 horsepower for FWD models and 232 horsepower with AWD, the Camry has plenty of muscle for city driving and highway cruising. It's not a performance sedan, but it strikes a nice balance of smoothness, efficiency, and everyday usability. So if you're someone who values both reliability and long-term savings at the gas station, the Camry's new hybrid-only setup is one of its strongest selling points. Moving on to the second pro, available all-wheel drive. This is a big deal because not every midsize sedan offers it, and Toyota has pulled it off smartly. Instead of using a traditional driveshaft setup, the AWD Camry adds a dedicated rear electric motor, which powers the back wheels when extra traction is needed. The result? You get better grip in rain, snow, or slippery conditions, and a little extra stability on twisty roads, without sacrificing much in terms of efficiency. The AWD model produces a combined 232 horsepower compared to about 225 in the front-wheel drive version, so you even get a small bump in output. So if you live in a climate with harsh winters, or you just like the extra security AWD provides, the Camry gives you that option, and you don't pay a huge penalty in fuel economy or performance to get it. Now let's talk about the third pro, the interior and comfort. For 2026, Toyota has given the Camry's cabin a serious refresh. Step inside, and you'll immediately notice the upgrade in materials, softer touchpoints, a more premium finish, and a design that feels far more modern than before. Toyota has also gone big on tech. Most trims now feature a standard 8-inch or available 12.3-inch touchscreen, paired with a fully digital driver display on higher trims. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard, and Toyota's latest infotainment software is quicker and more intuitive than what older models offered. You also get over-the-air updates, so the system keeps improving over time without a dealer visit. But comfort is really where the Camry shines. The front seats are well-bolstered and supportive, making long drives easy on your back. The cabin is designed to be quiet and relaxing, thanks to improved insulation and suspension tuning that soaks up most road imperfections. Rear passengers also get generous legroom and headroom, making this a sedan that works just as well for families as it does for daily commuters. Moving on to the fourth pro, let's talk about safety, an area where the 2026 Camry really delivers. Toyota has made Safety Sense 3.0 standard across the lineup, which means every model gets advanced driver assist features without having to pay extra. That includes pre-collision braking with pedestrian and cyclist detection, lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control, automatic high beams, and road sign assist. Higher trims add even more tech, like a 360-degree camera system, blind spot monitoring with rear cross-traffic alert, parking assist, and an available head-up display that projects critical info right into your line of sight. These features not only boost confidence for daily commuting, but also make highway drives and city parking much less stressful. In terms of recognition, the Camry has consistently been a top safety pick plus by IIHS and earns high ratings from the NHTSA crash test program. And with Toyota's reputation for building safe, durable vehicles, the Camry carries forward that trust into 2026. For buyers who put safety at the top of their checklist, the Camry is one of the most well-rounded sedans in its class, giving you peace of mind whether you're driving solo, with family, or just navigating unpredictable traffic. And finally, rounding out our list of pros, let's talk about something Toyota has built its entire reputation on: resale value and reliability. The 2026 Camry continues this legacy, offering one of the strongest value retention rates in the mid-size sedan segment. According to industry data, Camrys regularly hold around 50 to 55% of their original value after 5 years, which is significantly better than many rivals like the Nissan Altima or even some Honda Accord models. Beyond resale, long-term dependability is where the Camry truly shines. Owners often report minimal maintenance issues even past the 100,000-mile mark, with a hybrid system especially praised for its durability and lower servicing costs compared to traditional gas-only sedans. Toyota's reputation for building bulletproof engines and transmissions means you're not just buying a car, you're investing in peace of mind. Combined with Toyota's generous warranty coverage, 3 years per 36,000 miles basic, 5 years per 60,000 miles powertrain, and 8 years per 100,000 miles on hybrid components, the Camry proves to be a smart long-term choice. So, if you're thinking about overall cost of ownership, the Camry isn't just affordable up front, it stays affordable and valuable over time. Starting with the first con, we need to talk about the Camry's driving personality. The 2026 Toyota Camry is designed first and foremost to be a reliable, comfortable daily driver, and it nails that. But when it comes to sportiness and driving excitement, it just doesn't deliver. The steering is very light and doesn't give you much road feedback, which makes it easy for city maneuvering, but not very engaging for spirited driving. The suspension tuning follows the same philosophy. It's soft and comfort-biased, soaking up bumps and rough patches well. But when you push the car into corners or try to enjoy a twisty road, body roll becomes noticeable, and the car feels a bit floaty compared to rivals like the Mazda 6 or even the Honda Accord Sport. In terms of performance, Toyota hasn't positioned this as a quick sedan either. The 2.5-liter hybrid system, with its combined 225 horsepower in FWD form and around 232 horsepower with AWD, is smooth and efficient, but acceleration is modest. The 0 to 60 miles per hour time lands in the 7.3 to 7.7 second range, depending on drivetrain, respectable for a mid-size sedan, but not thrilling. Pair that with the electronically controlled CVT, which prioritizes efficiency over punchy shifts, and you get a power delivery that feels steady but not sporty. So if what you want is a calm, quiet commuter, the Camry does a great job. But if you're hoping for something with a bit of sharpness, a little excitement in the steering wheel, or more performance-oriented tuning, you'll likely find the Camry bland and uninvolving to drive. Moving on to the second con, let's talk about space, an area where the Camry doesn't quite lead the pack. For most daily use, the 2026 Toyota Camry's interior feels roomy enough, with decent headroom and comfortable seating. But when you really compare it against some of its mid-size sedan rivals, the back seat and trunk reveal a few limitations. Rear passengers get about 38 inches of legroom, which is fine for average-sized adults, but taller passengers will notice that knee and leg space isn't as generous as what you'd find in something like the Honda Accord, which stretches to around 40-plus inches. On long road trips, the Camry's rear bench may feel a bit tight, especially if you're trying to fit 3 adults across. The trunk is another place where the Camry falls slightly short. At 15.1 cubic feet, it's usable and will handle groceries, luggage, or a stroller without much fuss. However, competitors like the Accord offer closer to 16.7 cubic feet, and the Hyundai Sonata goes even higher, which means the Camry gives you a little less flexibility if you regularly haul bigger loads. Now, for most families or commuters, this won't be a deal breaker. But if you're planning long family road trips, frequently traveling with multiple passengers, or need that extra trunk capacity, the Camry may feel just a touch more limited compared to its roomier rivals. Now, let's talk money, because this is where the 2026 Toyota Camry can surprise you. On paper, the base LE trim starts in the low $28,000 range, which feels like a great deal for a hybrid midsize sedan. But as you move up through the lineup, stepping into the SE, XSE, or AWD-equipped trims, the price climbs quickly. A well-equipped XSE AWD model can easily touch the mid-$30,000. And if you want every available option, you're looking at close to $38,000 to $40,000 before taxes and fees. The real sticking point for some buyers is that certain features, like the larger 12.3-inch infotainment display, premium JBL audio, or advanced driver assistance upgrades, are reserved for higher trims, which forces you to spend significantly more if you want the Camry at its most modern and luxurious. So while the base and mid-level trims still offer a strong value, the upper end of the lineup edges closer to the territory of entry-level luxury sedans. For buyers who are strictly budget-conscious, the cost of moving up trims can feel like a big jump. Now let's talk about one thing that might not suit everyone: the ride quality in the Camry's sport-oriented trims like the SE and XSE. Toyota stiffens the suspension on these trims, and that does two things. It reduces body roll and gives you a little more confidence when cornering at higher speeds. Combined with the available 19-inch wheels, the Camry in these trims actually feels a bit tighter and more controlled compared to the softer LE or XLE. But here's the flip side. That firmer setup means the suspension absorbs less of the bumps. On a smooth highway, the Camry SE or XSE rides fine, but on rough city streets or broken pavement, you'll notice more vibration through the cabin. Families who prioritize long-distance comfort might find it less relaxing compared to the standard models. It's also worth noting that rivals like the Honda Accord Sport or Hyundai Sonata N-Line take a similar approach, but many reviewers mention that Toyota plays it safe. The Camry SE/XSE aren't truly sporty, just a little firmer. In other words, you're giving up some comfort without getting a dramatic boost in excitement. So, if you like the sporty looks, the firmer ride might be a fair trade. But if plush comfort is your top priority, the LE or XLE trims are a safer choice. Finally, let's touch on build quality. For the most part, the 2026 Camry is solid, but some owners have pointed out a few minor issues that could be noticeable if you're paying close attention. This includes small rattles from doors or panels, slight misalignment in some trim pieces, and areas where hard plastics are used instead of soft materials. These aren't deal breakers by any means. The Camry still feels well-built overall, but if you're coming for a luxury brand or just expect every surface to feel premium, you might notice these little touches. It's one of those things where experience varies trim to trim and even between individual cars, so it's worth checking in person, listening for rattles, and running your hands over the cabin surfaces before making a final decision. In short, the Camry delivers great reliability and overall quality, but perfection isn't guaranteed in every single panel. So, there you have it, the 2026 Toyota Camry in all its strengths and quirks. From its efficient hybrid powertrain and optional all-wheel drive, to a comfortable, quiet cabin and abundance of safety features, the Camry continues to be a reliable and practical choice in the mid-size sedan segment. On the flip side, if you're after sporty handling, rear seat space for taller passengers, or premium-feeling materials across every surface, you might find it falls a little short in those areas. Higher trims also add up quickly, so budget-conscious buyers should plan accordingly. Overall, the Camry strikes a solid balance between efficiency, comfort, and reliability, making it a safe and sensible pick for daily driving, families, or anyone wanting a dependable sedan with proven resale value. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe for more in-depth reviews and comparisons. Hit that notification bell so you never miss our latest videos, and we'll see you in the next one.